Have you ever wondered why, in a sudden burst of rage, you feel like something takes over? A voice inside you pushing you to act without mercy? Or those moments when you feel helpless, cornered, and yet in your heart a whisper rises. Fight back. Break free. Destroy before you are destroyed. Where does that voice come from? Why does it feel so powerful, so dangerous, and yet so familiar? That voice is not random. That whisper is your demon. The shadow inside you that never leaves, the presence you carry in your mind and your soul every single day. It doesn't show itself when life is calm. It waits. It waits for the cracks and in your anger, in your fear, in your loneliness, and then it speaks. Not to guide you, not to protect you, but to feed on you. This demon is not just yours. Every single person has one. It's not only the darkness of human nature, it's something deeper, something shaped by the stars. Just as astrology explains your strengths, your love, and your destiny, it also explains the shadow you were born with. The demon that hides behind your personality, wearing your smile in the daylight but whispering to you in the dark. In this video, we reveal the next 4 zodiac signs whose demons are the most dangerous, the ones that live not outside but within. Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. Each carries a demon more terrifying than the last. Demons of ambition, detachment, illusion, and wrath. These are not just traits. They are shadows that twist the light of your sign into something darker. So ask yourself before we begin, what demon lives in you? Capricorn, the demon of cold ambition, the mountain climber, the strategist, the sign of discipline, power, and endless determination. To the world, you are the definition of ambition. Focused, relentless, always climbing higher no matter how steep the mountain. People look at you and see someone unshakable. Someone who never bends, someone who was born to rule. But what they don't realize is that behind this strength, behind this control, lurks one of the most terrifying demons of all. The demon inside Capricorn is cold ambition, a hunger so ruthless it devours everything in its path. Unlike Aries, who burns fast with fury, or Scorpio, who strikes with vengeance, Capricorn's demon doesn't waste time with noise. It is quiet, calculated, patient. Like a predator stalking its prey, it waits, plans, and climbs. No matter what must be sacrificed. At first, it looks admirable. You are disciplined. You are focused. You're willing to work harder than anyone else. But your demon whispers, power is everything. Control is survival. Failure is death. And once you start listening, ambition becomes obsession. Your demon feeds on sacrifice. It demands that you cut away distractions, friendships, love, even joy, until only the climb remains. You tell yourself it's worth it, that you're building something bigger than yourself. But what you don't see is that piece by piece, your demon is stripping you of your humanity. The smile on your face becomes forced. Your relationships become transactional. Your heart becomes frozen under the weight of endless goals. Capricorn's demon doesn't rage. It suffocates, slowly, silently. It convinces you that emotions are weakness, that softness is danger, that vulnerability will destroy you. So you bury your feelings under armor. You harden your voice until no one can hear the cracks. You climb so high, so far that when you look down, you realize you are completely alone, and yet your demon whispers, this is success. This is greatness. This is who you were meant to be. But here is the terrifying truth. Capricorn's demon doesn't just punish others. It punishes you. Because no matter how high you climb, no matter how much you achieve, it is never enough. The mountain grows taller. The peak moves farther. Satisfaction slips through your hands like smoke. You sacrifice everything to reach the top, only to find that your demon has already built another summit beyond it. This is why Capricorn's shadow is so frightening. It doesn't destroy with rage or chaos. It destroys with discipline, with silence, with the cold certainty that nothing, not love, not family, not even your own soul, is more important than the climb. People fear Scorpio for revenge, Aries for anger, Sagittarius for recklessness. But Capricorn's demon, it is the most merciless of all, because it looks like success, it looks like strength, it looks like victory. And by the time you realize the cost, it's too late. So Capricorn, ask yourself this, are you climbing because you truly want to? Or because your demon is pushing you higher, feeding on every sacrifice you make? Because if you don't stop to face it, you will reach the top of the mountain, look around, and realize there is nothing left. Only the demon, smiling back at you from the peak. Aquarius, the demon of detachment, the visionary. The rebel, the one who walks against the crowd, questioning rules, breaking patterns, refusing to live inside anyone else's box. To the world, you are brilliant. An inventor, a dreamer, someone who sees the future long before anyone else. People admire your originality, your independence, your refusal to be chained. But what they don't realize is that behind this genius, behind this freedom lurks a demon that is colder, sharper, and far more dangerous than anyone imagines. The demon inside Aquarius is detachment, not the calm detachment of wisdom, but the icy detachment of chaos. Unlike Capricorn's cold ambition or Scorpio's vengeance, Aquarius's demon doesn't strike with power or violence. It strikes with distance, with withdrawal, with a chilling emptiness that makes even those closest to you feel like strangers. At first, it looks harmless. You seem calm, logical, rational. You analyze problems without getting lost in feelings. But slowly, your demon whispers feelings are weakness. Attachment is a chain. Love is a trap. And once you start listening, you begin to pull away. You turn warmth into silence. You turn intimacy into calculation. The ones who love you the most are left standing in the cold, wondering if you ever felt anything at all. But detachment is only half the story. Aquarius's demon also thrives on rebellion. It pushes you not just to question rules, but to destroy them. It whispers, burn it all down, break what they worship, shatter what they cling to. And in your hunger for freedom, you become chaos itself, a storm that no one can control. This demon convinces you that rules are prisons, that authority is poison, that tradition is death. And so you fight not with fists or swords, but with ideas sharp enough to cut. Your words become weapons. Your silence becomes punishment. Your absence becomes destruction. You don't just leave people behind, you make them feel invisible. And here's the terrifying part. Aquarius's demon hides behind the mask of brilliance. To the world, you are innovative, progressive, enlightened. But behind the curtain, your demon is feeding on your refusal to feel. Every time you walk away, every time you detach, every time you laugh off pain as if it never mattered, your demon grows stronger. Relationships become experiments. Love becomes temporary. Commitment becomes unbearable. You convince yourself that you're too unique to belong, too different to be understood. And so you drift, not free but lost, a wanderer trapped inside your own mind. The scariest thing about Aquarius's demon is that it doesn't scream. It doesn't rage. It simply empties you from the inside out, until one day you realize that in your fight to escape chains, you've chained yourself to loneliness. Aquarius, your demon isn't fire or blood. It's silence. It's absence. It's the haunting question that the people around you whisper but never ask out loud. Do you even care? And if you're not careful, your demon will turn freedom into exile, rebellion into ruin, and your brilliance into nothing but echoes in an empty room. Pisces, the demon of illusion, the dreamer, the empath, the sign that feels deeper than anyone else, carrying emotions like oceans inside them. To the world, you are gentle, compassionate, mysterious, the healer who understands pain without a word being spoken. People call you intuitive, spiritual, even magical, but what they don't realize is that behind this soft aura, behind your kindness, lurks a demon more deceptive than any other. The demon inside Pisces is illusion, a monster of shadows and dreams, twisting reality until you can no longer tell the difference between what's real and what's not. Unlike Aries, who burns with wrath, or Capricorn, who suffocates with ambition, Pisces' demon attacks from within. It clouds your vision. It seduces you with fantasies. It whispers, reality is too painful. Escape, hide, drift into a world only you can control. At first, it feels harmless. You daydream, you imagine, you use your creativity to escape boredom or pain, but your demon feeds on this. Every time life hurts, it drags you deeper into illusions, until the line between truth and fantasy disappears. You tell yourself you're protecting your heart, but what you're really doing is building a prison of dreams that no one else can enter. Pisces' demon thrives on escapism. It doesn't let you face the harsh edges of reality. Instead, it convinces you to drown them in distractions, in false hopes, in endless longing, in addictions that numb but never heal. It tells you that love is perfect when it's imagined but unbearable when it's real, that happiness exists in tomorrow, never in today, that peace can only be found in forgetting. But illusions come with a cost. Your demon blinds you to betrayal until it's too late. It convinces you to trust liars, to love the wrong people, to sacrifice yourself for those who will never do the same for you. And when the mask falls, when the fantasy shatters, you're left broken. Not because the world lied, but because your demon told you to believe the lie. The scariest part of Pisces' demon is how gentle it feels. It doesn't roar. It doesn't rage. It wraps you in comfort, in false beauty and dreams sweeter than reality. It makes you believe you're safe when in truth you're sinking deeper into illusions, into lies, into a world that doesn't exist. And here's the cruel trick. Your demon punishes not just you, but everyone who loves you. Because when they try to reach you, they find walls of mist. They try to hold you, but their hands pass through shadows. They try to love you, but your demon whispers, they'll never understand you. Stay hidden. And so the ones who care are left loving a ghost. Pisces, your demon isn't violence. It isn't control. It's disappearance. It's the slow fading of your soul into illusions so beautiful that reality feels unbearable in comparison. And if you don't fight it, you will drift further and further, until you no longer recognize the difference between living and dreaming. So ask yourself, are you using dreams to heal, or are you letting your demon use them to hide? Because one day, when the illusions fade and the mist clears, you may find nothing left, except the emptiness your demon created. Aries, the demon of wrath, the warrior, the spark, the one who charges first while others are still thinking. To the world you are fearless, bold, unstoppable, a sign that thrives on action, courage, and fire. People admire your passion, your energy, your refusal to be afraid of anything. But what they don't see is that beneath your strength, behind your burning spirit, lurks a demon that is as destructive as it is powerful. The demon inside Aries is wrath, pure, raw, uncontrollable. Unlike Capricorn's cold ambition or Aquarius's icy detachment, Aries' demon doesn't wait, doesn't plan, doesn't hide. It explodes. It strikes like lightning without warning. It whispers, don't think, don't hold back. Burn it all down. And before you know it, you've unleashed a fire that cannot be contained. At first, it feels like passion. You defend what you love. You fight for what you believe in. You stand strong when others cower. But the line between passion and wrath is razor thin. And once your demon takes over, love turns into possession, defense turns into destruction, and your fire consumes not just your enemies, but the people you swore to protect. Aries' demon thrives on impulse. It doesn't let you pause. It convinces you that patience is weakness, that hesitation is betrayal, that silence is surrender. So you act fast, loud, furious. You speak before you think. You fight before you listen. You burn bridges before you even realize you needed them. And in the silence after the explosion, you're left with nothing but smoke and regret. The terrifying part of Aries' demon is how addictive it feels. That rush of fire, that surge of adrenaline, that moment where you feel invincible. It's intoxicating. You destroy, then apologize. You rage, then regret. But deep inside, your demon whispers that without chaos, without conflict, without fire, you're empty. And so again and again, you light the match. But wrath doesn't just punish others, it punishes you. Every time your demon explodes, you lose a piece of yourself. Friends walk away, lovers feel scorched, opportunities vanish in the flames. And still your demon convinces you it was worth it, that destruction proves you are alive. Aries, your demon doesn't strike with cold calculation. It doesn't wait in silence. It screams, it rages, it devours. And while people fear Scorpio for vengeance or Capricorn for ambition, they fear you for something far more immediate, unpredictability. Because no one ever knows when your demon will rise, when your fire will turn from warmth to wildfire. And here's the cruelest truth. Your demon feeds on your greatest strength, your courage. The same fire that makes you a leader, a protector, a warrior, becomes the very weapon that destroys everything you love. One spark, one word, one uncontrolled moment, and the fire spreads beyond your control. So ask yourself, Aries, are you leading with fire or are you letting fire lead you? Because if you don't face your demon, it will turn every battle into ashes, every victory into loss, and every love into smoke. The demon of wrath doesn't just live inside you. It is you, and until you master it, you will always walk with fire at your heels, ready to burn the world down.